everybody, it's Felisa. It is a beautiful day in my neighborhood. It is 43 degrees, so it's still a little chilly, but the sun is out. All is right with the world. I'm on my way home from having an MRI. I'll tell you all about that tomorrow maybe. But for today, I was in one of my groups online, as you do. And someone posted, I'm sorry, I just had a bagel, so apologize that I'm chewing. Anyway, so someone posted, and I have to paraphrase because it got a little ranty, along with a hypothetical question. But at first it amused me, but now I'm like, I've been thinking about it so long, I'm like, okay, let me see what the publics think. The publics would be y'all. Anyway, so she posted, again, I'm paraphrasing. So this was what she said. She said, I caught my man cheating and went to the other woman like a woman, and she got nasty. Why don't we have a code between women? Why lie? Something. So people, including me, were like, girl, stay out of people's DMs. That woman don't know you. You said you caught him. What are you going to her for? What is it that you wish to know? And then, you know, there also were people on the other side of the aisle saying things like, y'all sound like y'all was one side pieces yourselves, and she has a right to confront the other woman. And so me being me, I said, you know, you have a right to do a whole lot of things. It doesn't mean that you should. You know, of course, you can go and confront her. But the question is, what do you have to gain from that? Like, how does that make you feel better? I get it completely. Y'all know that I can get it. I was married to a serial cheater. Y'all was with me when I went through this last nonsense. So I know what that feels like. I know what betrayal feels like. I know what it feels like to be blindsided. I know what it feels like to, you know, to feel like, who is this interloper coming in my house and touching my stuff? Like, no, we don't do that. Now, in full transparency and full disclosure, I've only recently arrived at this conclusion. I've only recently arrived at this type of energy that I'm displaying now. There was once upon a time when I would be in my vehicle and we with me and my tribe or whoever would have Vaseline on the faces, Timberlands or gym shoes on your feet, and you are on your way to have a very much needed conversation face to face with whoever it is. And I remember when I found out Casper was cheating, I wanted to beat the brakes off that girl. Like, I was livid. It was really my sister-in-law that pulled me off the ledge and told me, stop that. Now, I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud of that at all. I can't say I'm sorry about it. I can't say I'm sorry about it because I felt the way that I felt. And I'm just being very raw and very transparent. When you're sitting in hurt, when you're sitting in pain, and you've been blindsided by somebody that you love and somebody that you care about, you want to set everything on fire. You want to just be, I'm like a cyclone. And so because I know that I can be that way, I need to be very present and very deliberate in my conversation and in my behavior, because I'm aware that you can't take that back. You really can't. So, you know, when I read that, I laughed a little because I understood the place that she was coming from, but I also felt like it was my obligation as a seasoned woman to say that the energy that you spend on that is not worth it. The time and the effort that you spend on that is not worth it. And if you've already caught him, if you've already, you know, got evidence, or, you know, whatever, if you say that you caught somebody cheating, then you obviously have DMs, you got text messages, you've heard conversations, whatever evidence you felt like you needed, you already have that. So what is a conversation with the woman or the man child? What is the conversation with the other person going to do for you? How is that going to help you? it may feel temporarily better that you got what you needed to get off your chest, or what have you, but in the long run you still got to deal with that man. And that's where that energy and that confrontation and that conversation needs to be directed, because it's only two people in your relationship. She did not open that door, he did. So for you to be going to the person who just walked through a door that was held open for them, like, I'm not quite sure what you have to gain from that. And so, on this side of maturity, my thing is this: you find out your man is cheating, or find out your woman is cheating. For my men out there, you find out your partner has not been faithful, then you have one of two options. Actually three. You have one of three options: ignore it and pretend like it ain't happening, which a lot of people do. Confront him or her, talk about it and work it out. Confront him or her, talk about it and walk away. Like, you don't really, like, what else is there? What else is there? You can go to the other person and tell them all day, stay away from my man, you could pee on him. And I don't mean literally, y'all, don't be nasty. I mean, like, mark your territory, tag him in all your pictures on Facebook, upload pictures of y'all kissing and hugging and strolling through the park and carrying on. And you can have all of that, public displays of affection, which I am here for all of that. I am. But we all know that you can do that and someone will still cheat. Someone will still betray you. If somebody is just flawed in their character enough to cheat on you, like, nothing that you do is going to stop that. And even if you run her off, or him, you run the other person off, there's somebody else. Like, the world is, it could be the cashier at Target. It could be, the person that pulled up next to them at the 7-Eleven. It could be somebody that they work with. It could be anybody. If your person is walking out here with terrible and crappy character, then nothing that you do is going to stop that. I was watching Kevin Hart's documentary yesterday. Was it yesterday? All the days are running together. But anyway, I was watching Kevin Hart's documentary, and they got to the point where they were talking about Kevin's indiscretion in Vegas, and I never could really figure out what the indiscretion was. But and to me, it's levels of cheating. Like, all of it is a heart betrayal, right? But I'm not gonna sit up and act like a cuddle session is just as difficult for me to process as you actually pulled out genitals and made them touch. I'm not about to do that. Like, I'm gonna be hurt, but I don't, if it's not genitals touching and whatever, or emotional involvement, I don't know. I think I will process that different. I don't know. Don't try me on that, future husband. Don't do it. But so she was talking, and of course she's visibly hurt. You can see that she's visibly hurt. This woman was pregnant. Her husband is off in another state. I would assume they don't live in Vegas, but off in another state, doing I don't know what, working or whatever he told her that he was doing. And she's at home, and then she finds out, because of public humiliation, because it's all over the blogs, all over entertainment TV, all over social media, about Kevin and this woman. He and her in the car canoodling. All right. So, now she got TMZ with cameras in her face asking her, where's Kev? How did you find out? How you feeling? Y'all gonna stay together? Like, I can't even imagine. And I don't even understand how some of those paparazzi did not get hit in the mouth. But that's neither here nor there, because I did just advocate not having violence. But whatevs. So she's going through all of this in the public eye. And so she's crying and she's saying, how it was so difficult for her and blah, blah, blah. Then she said something that I thought was odd. And I'm not going to lie. She said, I'm glad that it happened because it made him a better person. Now, God bless her. God bless her. But that, my mind don't process stuff like that. that way. Like, you don't. Like, I will never be grateful for the experiences that I've had that have shattered my entire soul, that have caused me heartache and pain and trauma, and have put me in therapy and made me cry at night and drink copious amounts of alcohol, shutting down my dang on liver. I will never be grateful for those experiences because it made the other person better. I don't even know what kind of alternate reality that is. That is something straight out of Rod Sterling's Twilight Zone. Like, I can't even get with it. But like I said, God bless her. But see, here's the thing with that. She said that experience made him a better person, but he cheated throughout his whole first marriage. So why is this experience different from the other ones that he's had? He's been caught before. He's been, been busted before. His ex-wife has been very upfront and candid about, his cheating and him not being able to be faithful and all those kinds of things. So why this experience? And why does she think that this was the catalyst to his behavior change? Now, it could be that he cared enough about her and felt crappy enough about the situation to change. It also could be because now Kev is like on this high. He's been riding this wave, and so the court of public opinion is like, it's something. And so, you take somebody who is beloved, and he is, and I happen to like him. Like, I think he's a cool comedian. I think that, all the things that I've seen him do, because he won't call me back, so we ain't got no personal relationship. But what I've been able to see, I guess he's an okay dude. Seems reasonable, seems positive. So I do like him, and I find him funny at times. So you take that, and you're riding this wave of positivity and accolades, and now all of a sudden you the dirty dog that cheated on your wife while she was pregnant. Yeah, that'll take the wind out of your sails quickly. Is that the impetus for change, though? I don't know. But I just found it odd that, she was looking at all of the pain that she'd gone through and the humiliation that she went through, but it made him better. Okay, sis. Back to the topic at hand. The point that I'm making is this. If you've experienced cheating, which many of us have, unfortunately, many of us have been betrayed, many of us have had to, walk out hurt in a way that we could not have anticipated. And it's not easy. It's not, I try not to dwell on certain situations or certain things, because it puts me in a negative space, and negative thinking attracts more negative thinking. I just would prefer to wish whoever well. I hope that they're doing well, hope that God blesses them, and I hope that one day that they, that they wake up and they understand that they are sabotaging their whole entire lives, and that they will never fulfill purpose that way. But I'm not the Holy Spirit, and so it ain't my job to convince them of the detriments of what they're doing. Do I have a need to run up on a side chick? I'm gonna say no. In this moment, I can't say that I'll always feel this way, but I would like to think that even if I felt like that was something that I wanted to do, that I wouldn't. That I would have enough dignity for myself to stay out of other women's DMs, to resist the urge to confront, another woman, to resist the urge to be following behind anybody, to the extent where I'm now trying to figure out what somebody's relationship is, and, what y'all talking about? What's going on? What's happening? Do I have a desire to look stupid? No. But I think that all things reveal themselves in time. I really do. Like, I believe that all things reveal themselves in time. And people think that they're getting away with stuff, and they're really not. They are, at least, not in my experience. Now, you can convince yourself that something ain't going on that is. Pretend like it's not happening. But that's on you. Ignoring red flags and things like that. I'm just a believer that if you wait long enough, things will be revealed in the way that it makes it impossible for you to deny that that's what's going on. So, yeah. And I do believe in karma. I do. Anyway, y'all leave me your thoughts below. Should you be confronting the side piece? If you have, what did you gain from that? Let me know. And I will talk to you later. Bye.